I wrote this statement. It's very important that I read this statement because I want to make sure I get all my facts right, and then we're just going to go for it. So on June 13th, I had a phone call with one of the publishers that I work with, letting me know that they were going to part ways with me. What caused this? A simple tweet. A tweet that went viral. A tweet that upset people. What was the tweet, you ask? This was it. Honestly, this hashtag comics broke me thread tells me that most creatives are terrible at marketing, at business, making financial decisions, and self-education. Reading these posts are sad, but don't act like there was a gun to your head to say yes to a $25 page rate. It's 2023. Do your own thing. What can you do to avoid this pain? Learn marketing. Here are 2 books to help you. You guys should go check out those books, by the way. Learn how to make content in order to build an audience. Content is not your comic. Your comic is a product. Also, if you're concerned you're getting screwed, my DMs are always open. Because of the uproar, I got canceled, and my book got canceled. What was my book? Coins of Judas. This is my exclusive cover. Coins of Judas. Coins of Judas, which was published by Band of Bards, created by me and Travis Gibb. Their #1 selling book, by the way. Band of Bards told me that Coins needed to be canceled because I was bad for their brand and they didn't want to be affiliated with me. Keep in mind, they paid us to do this book. That's important, okay? They were the ones that paid the creative. Now, how it worked, because and we're going to talk about this in terms of accountability and contracts, because that's what hashtag comics broke me was. It was a lot of people airing out their grievances with the comic industry and how they got screwed and whatnot. Part of us making Coins of Judas, because I'm friends with Travis and whatnot, is that I would get paid on the back end for my page rate. So the colorist would make sure that the colorist got paid first, then the letterer, and then after that, Travis and I would get paid later. That was the deal. And that's important because of what happened next. Because I own the book, though, with Travis, like I said, they said that we want to cancel the book because you're affiliated with it. Because I own the book with Travis, I called Travis and I said that if the Bards would allow it, I would give up my ownership of the book so that the creative team could continue making the book and everyone could continue making money. I didn't want my actions to hurt my friends and fellow comic creators. Band of Bards agreed. I was cut from the book. So Band of Bards wanted to cut ties with the entire series and the creative team, which meant that Travis wouldn't get paid anymore, the colorist wouldn't get paid anymore, the letterer, the editor, it'd all be done. All of those creatives would have lost money. Instead, I allowed myself to get cut from the book. Why? Because I didn't want my actions to hurt my friends. So they get to continue making the series. And here's the thing, and I want you guys all to know this. When the next issue comes out, I'll be there day one to buy it. My problem isn't with the publisher or the creative team. My problem is with the mob of creators who created this awful situation. Do I wish that Band of Bards stood their ground more? Absolutely. I also understand that's 2 guys trying to follow their dreams. And keep in mind, I don't agree with these 2 guys politically or anything. In fact, I've seen the publishers talking, like agreeing and liking and talking smack about me in public Twitter areas because of all of this. With that being said, I'm respectful of them, and I have I'm not going to go after them. I'm mostly angry at the mob that put them in the situation because we had a great relationship up until now. And unfortunately, they had to cave in order for them to keep the business. And they're very left-leaning, and that doesn't matter. I don't care about politics. I mean, everyone knows that I'm pretty conservative, but I'm also very much in the middle. Like, I actually hate both sides. I actually hate politics. Regardless, I knew going in there that they were a very liberal publisher. They had no problems with me. I had no problems with them. And then they were hit with a mob of their own creators and other people outside of their circle. And I'm going to show the screenshots and everything. Okay? So even though these publishers didn't have my back, gave in, I still have no problems with them, and I'm not going to go after them. And I'm really glad, guys, that they still get to keep making Coins of Judas. There's an audience for that book. But tonight I'm going to be addressing the tolerant creators in the community. I've got screenshots. I'm showing them all. I'm calling out every person's name. And if you're watching, I know you guys are watching this. If you're watching this, be brave. Get in the chat. Because hundreds of thousands of people have seen these tweets and have made their opinion known to me. Come in here. Be brave. Be brave. After this stream, guys, I want to let you guys know this. After this stream, I don't really want to talk about this anymore. I want to just go back to making comics. You see, #ComicsBrokeMe was filled with everyone being victims. I'm not going to allow myself to be a victim. Victims get punched in the face, they stay on the floor, and then they're crying. I got punched in the face, and I got back up immediately. I'm back in the game. And I'll tell you the sucky thing as well. This is also sucky. This is also what sucks. Is that on my calendar, I was going to launch this book. So on my calendar, I had plans to launch this comic book. I had all the marketing ready. I had all the things that I was going to say. I had all the pages, the promos and whatnot. And then this shit happened on the day that I'm going to launch. Now, I'm going to launch this no matter what. I'm going to launch this book no matter what. But it just sucks that I wasn't able to give my attention today to my comic. Because that's what I want to do. I want to make comics. A lot of people are saying I don't like Kickstarter and blah, blah, blah. That's fine. I understand. Kickstarter's never done wrong by me. I love Kickstarter. I've made a lot of money with Kickstarter. That's how I put my books. Keep on following me. I always put them out on my website after. I need to update my website. That's why I don't tell people to go to my website right now. Not updated. And the prices are a lot higher. But yeah, this is my book, Super Plumber Sisters. It's a parody of Super Mario. It's not really though. It's just two girls who are plumbers. They have red and green. Coincidentally, that's weird. And they fight supernatural monsters. That's all they do. They fight supernatural monsters. And they get really angry at each other when they find out that one of them allows people to use coupons for their services. So you have a sister who's super cute and who's super cute and bubbly, and you have the other sister who, she's the tough one. So regardless, I put the link in the chat. You guys can go check it out. Tonight's not about talking my comic book. Tonight was supposed to be about talking about my comic. Tonight was supposed to be about talking about my comic. Tonight was supposed to be about, tonight's stream, I had the thumbnail already built for this stream tonight. It was about me talking about Super Plumber Sisters and me launching another comic book. It was about me talking about my new imprint. It was about me launching a new book. And instead, I'm talking about this, and I lost a publishing deal. And let me tell you this: comics. A big reason why people are angry at me about the #comics, broke me, is because I was asking for accountability. Because all these people were crying about the bad decisions that they made. So let me tell you about a bad decision that I made, that I'm accountable for. I'm not going to be angry about it, okay? Because of the agreement that I had with Band of Bards. And I was being paid on the back end, and I trusted every single one of them. I had no reason not to trust them. By the way, I still trust them. Is I would get paid afterwards. So everyone on the team would get paid first, and then me and Travis would get paid our page rates via the sales of the book. Luckily, the sales were able to cover the costs for issues 1 and 2. So I got paid. So I got paid for issue 1, and they're currently paying me for issue 2. No problems. Okay. This is where things get sucky, and this is where I made a mistake. See, I'm not going to say it's Band of Bard's fault. See, that when you're accountable, you hold yourself accountable, and when you're accountable, you don't blame other people, okay? I never signed a contract to do issues 3 and 4, but the plan was always to do issues 3 and 4. I figured because of the success of 1 and 2, and them saying, yeah, we'd be interested in doing 3 and 4, that obviously we would be doing 3 and 4. I did the covers. We saw the covers. I did 2 of the covers. And then guess what I did, guys? I drew the entire issue 3. I did this all without signing a contract because I expected to be paid in the back end like the last deal. And I knew that they would after the sales, and the sales would be good. because they've cut ties with me, I basically spent last month drawing a book that will never come out. Which sucks, because I could have worked on another book that was going to pay me, but I said no. So I drew an entire comic book issue. And I'm not going to get paid for it. And it's my fault because I didn't sign the contract. Band of Bards isn't obligated to pay me for it. I didn't sign a contract for it. And they're not going to, it wouldn't even be releasing it now. So like, but my point is, I didn't sign a contract. Therefore, and because of that, I'm not going to get paid for a comic that I drew. But it's not their fault. It's mine. I should have been like, hey, I am not drawing issue 3 until I have this in writing. I did that with issue 1 and 2, and then I got naive, and I was like, everything's going to go great for issue 3 and 4. I drew this comic. I drew this comic, and I drew all the covers, and I won't get paid for it. So, actually, guys, if you guys do want it, this book does look good to you, feel free to go check it out, because this would be a great way to recoup the money that I didn't get. But it's not Band of Bards' fault. That's the thing. It wasn't Band of Bards' fault. I made a bad decision. Pixel trade up, Band of Bards done fucked up is what I'm getting. Honestly, they were pressured. And I can't blame them. It's two guys running a publishing company from their basement. They want to, make comics, and I brought unnecessary attention to them. But you know who are the people who cause the cancellation, who bully them, are the people who claim they're friends of Band of Bards, they're creators of Band of Bards. So that's the thing. It's the friends and the creators of Band of Bards are the ones who pressured them into having to drop. Initially they were decided to cancel their best series, and if it wasn't for me, the book would be completely canceled. But because I was okay and I allowed myself to lose ownership of the book, I could have been like, hey, pay me out of my... No, because I love Travis and I love the book and I love the series. I gave it away freely. I still have a percentage. I still have an agreement. I'm not going to talk about that. Hashtag Comics Broke Me is about creatives not having money and their dreams getting crushed. And you know what these people did who were complaining? They tried to destroy a group of creators. Hashtag Comics Broke Me. Oh, the industry's so bad. So they try to destroy another creative team. And the person they're painting the villain, me, is the one who saved the creative team and allowed them to get money.
Look,
it's ridiculous.
Tell a man no trouble. I don't want beef, man. I just want vibes. Big man like me, no need for the telephone hype. I got too much getting online. One rule, then dead I'm on site. Wrong move, I bet they gon' ride. No need for the telephone hype, nah. No need for the snoozing. Big whip outside, I'm cruising. Big stick inside, no losing. Better watch out for the snake and Judas is. Don't ask them who this is.